One. Hello, and welcome back to Severance Presents Rolling in the Netherdeep. We are excited to bring you a brand new tale of adventure in the lands of Wildmount and Marquette. My name is Ron Murphy, Dungeon Master, and around the virtual table we have...
Hey everybody, it is Bill Roper, and I am here to play Orgoth Skullcrusher, your half-orc, half-drow, all badass, unarmed battle master.
So our questions question of the week is, a lot of us, may not know, that we are all in or running. We have three Strixhaven DMs here, running
Wow.
a Strixhaven University campaign separately. And what college at Strixhaven University would your character belong to?
You're gonna look
Orgoth?
him up.
Oh, yeah, okay, Orgoth, Strixhaven, Magic College, but not to be a wizard. Be whatever you want. What do you think? What are you going to do? You read the brochures.
Oh yeah, it was good. So I looked at like what each one was, and I think I would go to Lorehold for a couple of reasons. So one of the deans is Plarg, who's an orc, so that's pretty cool. I'm sure I could learn a lot of stuff from him. And then also, it seems that they really focus on like the military and artifacts and how those things go together. So I could probably learn about my breastplate and maybe what this whole being a chosen thing is supposed to mean. I think that'd be my best chance to learn more about what's important to me if I went to Lorehold.
Sweet. Laurel's not that bad, honestly,
Yeah.
from what I remember. I don't think any of us are in Laurelhold. So, hi everyone, this is Jaiden playing Laphus Prismawing, your local reborn wizard of smut. And when it comes to Strixhaven, obviously Witherbloom, I'm sorry that come on, we're talking about life and death, the whole fucking situation right there. It's kind of a given for her. That it's very generic, but that's the truth.
It is kind of, yeah, it's the struggle between life and death and what comes between.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for being here. This is Ross. I'm playing Wilvan Grandmane, your Ghostwise Halfling Bard, Battle Bard. And I'm the one that's not in a Strixhaven anything. I actually know nothing about it. I had to look up the colleges just now, and looking at them, so Wilvan, switching to Wilvan, I never really saw myself as a scholarly individual. I'm probably not planning on going to any schooling anytime soon. It's never part of my journey. But looking at these flyers here, I guess I'm gonna have to say that I'd be most I'd fit in the most at Silverquill. I've surrounded myself for the majority of my life with people who do great deeds, and it was my job for a long time to tell those deeds, and finding more deeds to do myself these days. But I think that getting myself out of trouble with words is more important to me than getting myself out with brute strength. So Silverquill would be for me.
Hey everyone, this is Jaime. I'm playing North, the Eladrin, Hexblade Rogalok. That is a mouthful. I am gonna get used to it. I can multi-class. As for Strixhaven, yeah, by the way, sorry Dante, I almost killed you yesterday. This is not my fault, it is a dice. I never roll good except when I roll nat 20s when I DM, otherwise I had 3 nat 1s. So, you know what? Sorry, not sorry. No, it went well. It went well. No one died. But
Yet.
You know, you haven't known North when they were at the age of going to school and all that stuff. But it's kind of hard for them to pick. 4 seasons being sometimes kind of like leaning one way or another. And you've seen they're kind of a nerd, so you know what? Why not try double major? Why not try to just go full on gung ho? We're a con artist here, so let's go to Silverquill. We're gonna play it up a little bit more, but also just to feed in the nerdy side We're gonna take all the optional classes in Lorehold. Let's go. And also never sleep. Like when you're in school, you have a triangle. It's like good grades, sleep, social life. Forget sleep.
No sleep. Don't need to sleep. Maggie Keen Eyes would be Quandrix, a college that uses magic to study physical laws that hold the universe together. Her strategies on the battlefield are a way to manipulate the reality for the combatants and use the structures of the laws of physics against her enemies. So she would come be very, very keen into learning those rules of how to manipulate reality to her advantage on the battlefield. So is anything we need to talk about before? Ross, happy birthday yesterday.
Oh yeah, thanks.
Happy birthday.
This is like, because you're in 2 of my campaigns, you get another natural 20 to use
two
on your birthday.
I didn't use the one in Friend Sons the other night. We didn't.
You can use it whenever.
Really?
Yeah.
I can hold on to it.
You
Great.
can hold on to it. Yeah.
Thank you.
It's
oh,
less
cool.
Think of it like wrapped up in a box with a bow on top. You just have to take it out of the box. And
I might need this one today.
Yeah. Well, if we're all ready, let's begin today's episode of Rolling in the Netherdeep, episode 37, A Few Far From Home. So at the very end of last time, there's a lot that happened today. We'll just skip to the very end. You were making your way underground, past the scorpion, past the the puppy dog, and underground, and you came to a door. And north, you heard a wagon wheel, squeaky wagon wheel, squeak, 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 going by from left to right. And you opened the door, and you see what's basically an underground village. There's a building to your left and a building to your right, and you see the wagon kind of squeak, squeak, squeak going down this road, down the center. There's buildings along the side. It's kind of like a rectangular, like it's like a main street with like, think like an Old West style, kind of like all the streets, all the buildings, like one kind of street. And you see the wagon, which is being drug along the ground by a giant cricket with a long cave cricket with long antennae going down behind it. And you look and you see third building on the left, past a chasm, and you see the wagon going over a bridge, kind of over a little short bridge. You see what appears to be a tavern, and through the open glass, the open window, it's like just glass, you can see through it. No sign, no sign on the tavern, no name, but you see a big like a barkeep in the shadows in the very back. But on the wall, you see hanging displayed proudly, a short sword with veins of red going through the blade. What do you do? No one has seen you. You just quietly stealthed open the door and looked through. Okay. You see there are people hanging out, like at buildings. It's a town. It's a village. It's not like you see people kind of like, nobody's walking.
It doesn't look like a big town though, right?
It's not a very big town, no. Okay. Maybe you can see from your vantage point 5 buildings.
Okay.
There may be more than that beyond. You hear the sound of water kind of falling, a trickle of water.
Okay. You guys, I have eyes on it. However, there's people around. I would just like to know, Wilvan, what's your goal with that? Did you need something specific with that sword?
It's just getting more complicated than it needed to be. Wilvan's clearly curt. He's irritated, and he kind of walks away from the gate a little bit, and away from the crew and away from other noises, so he can speak privately and just.
Do you shut the door north?
I'm gonna not shut it completely, but just like so that there's no light filtering.
Okay.
So like you don't hear it click.
Yeah, you don't really see like bright lights. There's like a glow. It looks like it's coming.
Yeah, but so that no one can see us either.
Yeah.
So I don't click it closed, so if there's someone nearby, they're not going to hear it.
Got it.
I'm just like kind of holding onto it.
Okay.
Wilvan takes a few steps away, and to nothingness, he just says, "Oi, you around?"
I'd like you to make a religion check.
Going digital today, folks. Fingers crossed.
Oh boy.
Oh
15.
no. 15. It's like, what do you need?
All you asked for was a demonstration. This is getting complicated. If I can just get eyes on what it does that fulfill my duty?
If you can just see what it does, see what it can do, I'm going to say yes, it will. I don't need it. If you want it, you can have it.
Done. He'll turn back around, walk back to his crew and say, luckily, I don't need to get hands on it, but I need to see what it does.
Okay. So, I really don't want to get the veil in my ass. What we did at the auction was risky, and luckily we had someone to take the fall for us. So, if you need a demonstration, if we can find the owner of that sword and get them to, say, flesh it around a little bit, that would be enough.
And assuming it's got powers,
Assuming it's got powers, yeah, sure.
we need to see those too. But yeah,
all right. Might have something to offer.
Well, I can't risk being recognized in here.
Of course.
So, and he kind of thinks through his memory bank, and he'll start to hum a little bit. And as he hums, it spreads, and he takes on the visage of Stig Vicious from the Bowl of Judgment.
Yeah.
Just because they're similar heights. So
describe Stig Vicious, because that was from a Patreon only episode.
that was, you have to remind me what race.
Halfling.
Halfling. Okay.
Pointed teeth.
Yeah, Stig has his teeth filed to points. He looks haggard as hell, if I remember correctly. Like red hair.
Red hair,
blonde?
mohawk. Yeah.
Yeah, the mohawk. So so Wilvan's taken and the mohawk kind of pushes his hat up as it grows. So he has to take the hat off for it to reach its full glory. And so he looks definitely like rougher than Wilvan's like typical, combed beards and all that. So big red mohawk, sharp teeth, halfling, and vicious.
Oh,
Vicious,
that's a really good one. That guy's really sketchy. They'll totally
that's
believe you're supposed to be here.
You know,
That's what
this
I'm
guy?
hoping.
This guy, he looks like a little punk that we met at the Bowl of Judgment who tried to mess with us, but learned the hard way that that's not the good thing to do.
And he's a damn cheater, is what he is.
Yeah, so he'll probably fit in here.
Just hope that he doesn't have like any enemy alliances.
That, or he could, hell's already be in here.
Oh shit. That's a
and
gamble. I like that.
If that happens, I'll deal with it. But but I think this will work for me.
Are we all going in together?
Look, I'll be upfront with you. What I have to offer might be a service to someone.
Okay.
So I know that they have their eyes on a big prize. And if I'm going to try to get them to show things off. And if you're all, of course, agreeing with that, I will go wearing my own face, because I do have some street cred, at least a little bit. Some people have probably seen me at the auction. I know that the Veil has talked about me a little bit, so they know me.
Okay, should I? I was your bodyguard at the auction. Should I just be me then?
You could, I guess.
People
It
know
would make
you,
sense.
Orgoth. That you're
Yeah,
the
they already
champion
know.
of the bull.
Right. I mean, either that or I could disguise myself too.
It's up to you. Whatever happens in here could follow you.
Mm-hmm. So
Yeah, well, but I mean, if it's
maybe
gonna follow, it's gonna follow north. It's gonna follow me, and then it'll find out that was a bad idea.
all right.
Wilvan laughs at that. He'll looking at North and eyes going to everybody. He says, "Is that agreeable then? If we get ourselves stuck into a detour, we all do it together."
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, but what about Laphus? What about you, Laphus? Are you gonna be like sneaky or?
I mean, I can be invisible for a while. I can do that.
Oh, that'd be really smart because then, like, if something goes down, you're like the ace in the hole.
Backup plan to the backup plan.
Everybody
Oh wait. So, speaking of hole, hey, we should take all of the
And he reaches into his inside his arm. And he pulls out this black like handkerchief thing and snaps it down. That makes a portable hole.
It's like, oh, so I got this. They gave us this. Sword gave us this, or the Alliance guys gave us this. Yeah, that's who gave it to us when we were talking with them. But we could keep stuff in it, so we should put maybe like.
And Orgoth reaches into his bag and he pulls out the two badges. And he's like,
This would probably be bad if they see us with these, like if they search us or something, because I would search us if I was them. So we could put them in the boxes and then we could keep it in the hole, and then I'll just hide the hole again.
What the hell are you talking about? A hole? Where's it go? Wilvan's like on his knees, like.
Oh, so he told us. The guy told us that that it's like its own space, and you could put stuff in it. In fact, there's he goes in there sometimes when he wants to like meditate. I think he said. Yeah, you can go inside of it. And in fact, there's a. Oh, okay.
make a perception check, everybody.
I've never in my life seen anything. 10.
16.
19.
Distracted by the hole.
19.
19. Laphus hears it first. Coming up from the direction that you came, you hear a panting.
Oh, dog.
Let's go.
Dog's coming.
Fuck talking. Let's go.
In the hole?
Nothing in the hole. I'm just gonna drop my my badges in, and I'm gonna just like,
Okay.
open the door and just like straight on the other side of the wall.
Yeah, I'm just like,
badges.
Wilvan drops badges and his hat in there.
okay.
I already have my badge in my bag, and I put
Okay.
I grab Ashes, and I also put him in my bag. He doesn't need to breathe. He's fine in there.
You just like
Right.
Foop.
If
The
anyone
tail.
tries to reach in here, that isn't me. Bite him.
And Orgoth will take he'll put it back up, and then he takes the portable hole and he like he shoves it down the front of his leather
I don't
armor.
think you guys want your badges after that.
Oh,
No, they're inside. It doesn't matter. That's the
Where does
outside
that
part.
go?
is the whole hole gonna smell like your sack?
No, I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know.
You know how foxes like dive into? That's how Ashes dives into the bag. And Foop. You hear coming up, and
Oh,
it's
through the
still
door,
a ways
through the door.
away. So
Through
you,
the door.
you go through the door, and you immediately see that there is the building immediately to your left. And a lot of this is kind of blocked off. It's like you're in kind of the cul-de-sac of this big giant cavern. Above, there's lichen and mushrooms growing on the ceiling, and they're actually glowing with enough light to kind of illuminate the street.
That's cool.
The building to your left, you see there's a sign above the door, double doors, it says knickknacks. And there's a wagon that's partially empty. There's a couple of casks in there, and there's also a large mushroom that's barrel shaped, and it looks like the top's been lopped off and the inside looks hollow, and there's like water. It's completely full of water. The building immediately to your right, there you smell cooking. The smell of things like frying noises. And you hear people talking, and as they're eating. And you look through the window and you see about 4 or 5 people plus a dwarven cook who seems to be frying up something in the back. There's a building past them on the left and the right, and then you get to a chasm with a bridge, and across the chasm on the left is the tavern.
Cool.
And
How
you see a
wide
couple
is
more
the
buildings
chasm?
beyond that. I'm sorry?
How wide is the chasm?
It's maybe at its narrowest, there is about 10 feet, and at its widest toward the south is about, actually toward the, because it's pointing, got to change directions in my mind, it's pointing, you're heading north, and so it's on the east. It's about 30 or 40 feet wide on the east. To the
Where's it go? Is it just like to darkness?
just darkness. It sometimes it extends into the large cavern kind of opens up and goes into darkness. But these 7 buildings are, and I've sent a map to you so you kind of can see how it's laid out. On the top part of the chasm on your side, you see a mechanism, and there's looks like a pulley system with a cart, and actually like large cage, and you see like a mine cart on it, not too big, not too heavy, wooden, and there's a little bit of a trickle of water coming down next to this elevator system, and then on the large part of the chasm, you see a much larger waterfall, and there seems to be some sort of contraption that's catching some of the water, and it's directing the water into a sluice, and you see it kind of straining through something into containers and barrels, and some of it's just kind of like overflowing and then flowing down to the cavern, down into the chasm.
As soon as we get through the door, Wilvan, as Stig, would kind of veer off from the group a little bit, so as to not be traveling with them, quote. But where is there like the most? Is there like more hubbub?
There's
of a
hubbub in
crowd
the
somewhere
kitchen to your right. There's hubbub at the buildings that are like past the warehouse on the left and the kitchen on the right. The next 2 buildings up appear to be like living locations. It appear to be like apartments of some sort, but not an inn. There's more hubbub at the tavern. You hear people like clinking glasses and like sounds of merriment, and actually soft tinkles of lute music.
Wilvan, again, as Stig, will go to the cook. You said there was somebody just like cooking stuff over.
It's through the door, yeah, because you can see through the window.
And he'll just walk up, completely devoid or independent of the other group, and say, "Hi."
You go inside. There's a door. There's an actual door.
Oh yeah, then
Yeah.
sure, he'll just peek in real quick.
Okay. The people who are in here cooking, there's about you see the cook is a dwarf, and he's got he has a braided beard, but it's like kind of rolled up and put into a hairnet.
Good. I like to see
And
protocol.
He's got you see all sorts of things, like there's bread, and you see lots of mushrooms that are cut up, ready to be fried up, and he's got 4 frying pans going. You see about 5 people who are just sitting there waiting, talking and drinking something out of these wooden cups, and they look over at you as you come in, like, "Hey, you new?
Yeah, never been here before.
Come on in, sit a spell."
Thank you. And he'll find a a seat, and he'll say, I'm trying to find my way around here. Where do people typically hang out?
Oh, you're brand new. Who sent you?
I kind of just well, there's somebody sent me, but he sent me without a name. So I'm trying to get my answers here. To be honest with you, I just walked in. There was nobody at the gate, so
This is one of the people who are sitting eating, like waiting for food. The dwarf, you notice the dwarf is kind of like got his ear perked, but not still like busy cooking. They say, well, sit down. It's no problem. We get all sorts of people down here running from various things.
Yeah, I mean, I could tell you what the guy looked like, but I don't. He just didn't give me a name.
The dwarf, what did he look like?
He was a dragonborn, blue.
And you hear like some people like, "Oh, the babysitter," and all five of the people eating laugh. Like,
I don't get it.
while he's talking, what are the other three of you doing?
Ron, I've been to Darktoe before. So I'm just gonna walk in there like I belong.
Okay.
And I'm
Not
North's
like
muscle,
I'm
so
gonna go towards the tavern, just
walking toward the tavern by yourself. Okay.
yeah. Not like with purpose, but just like I just got to a safe haven, and I am walking towards that.
Laphus, invisible Laphus. What are you doing?
I'm just gonna follow behind them, probably like a good 30 feet behind.
Okay. Laphus, actually, three of you make perception checks. Wilvan, the babysitter. Yeah, have a seat. And you see behind the kitchen area where he's cooking, there's a water tank, and you see white eels swimming through it. And you see the dwarf reach in, grab one. You can see like his hair on his arm kind of stand up on end as he grabs one, and he just takes it and takes a butcher's knife and boom, cuts the head off, and throws it into like a stew. One of the men hands you a thing of bread, and you see like these red kind of like, it's a reddish colored bread. But it's like a dark red. It's not really a dye. It looks like, make a medicine check, actually.
That was a 17 on perception.
Okay.
22 on perception.
Okay.
23 in perception.
Nice.
Woo, woo.
Sorry, 30-20 for medicine.
Okay. It looks like you can see bits of mushrooms in it, and maybe like some sort of like moss. It looks like it's all kind of like things that would be found underground.
That's right up Wilvan's alley.
Yeah.
So he digs in,
and he like it's spicy. It's like real spicy, but very, very good.
It's good.
Yeah. Has some heat.
Sure does.
The three of you, you see to the left, there are two people that come out from the darkness from behind the building that's on the left side towards the elevator going down, and you see they've got some pickaxes, and they're carrying a bag of tools, and they throw it into the mine cart and get onto the elevator and start heading down. The waterfall to the right has a red sheen to it.
Oh, they're doing like the gold.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, nice.
Okay.
That's fun.
What do you do? The guy, the cook, he's just like taking his time cooking, and the guy is just kind of like hits you up like small talk. Wilvan. They're like, so where are you from?
All over. I don't really have a home, which is why this place is so attractive to me. To be honest, I've taken to, and he looks around. I've taken to, a life of crime.
and thievery to get by, and I don't really. I'm looking for a place to belong.
Yeah.
You know.
You've come to the right place, one of them says. Another guy laughs. He's like, it ain't crime unless you get caught. And there's no way we're fucking getting caught down here.
I like you.
What's your name?
Call me Bug.
Nice to meet you, Bug.
That's what they call me when I was a kid on the streets, in the mud and the gutters. They just called me Bug.
This is Rigger, and this is Partu. It's like there's a little gnome. He's like, hey, got eye patch on. He's laughing. And they're just like normal guys. And they point at the dwarf, and the dwarf's like, Kugak Dragonback is our cook for the entire village of Farhaven.
Wow, an important fella.
He's like, I keep you all fat and happy.
I like that.
And he comes over like a big bowl of sizzling, just like mushrooms and everything, puts it down. And everybody, there's like family style, just grabs forks and spoons and like grabs them and puts them on the plates and just starts digging in.
This is a nice play. Y'all are good. Seemingly
We are
nice
eating
people.
good down here.
I see that. In my experience, growing up on the streets as I did, it seems to me that there was very little honor among thieves. But you all are you're very hospitable. This is, you call yourselves the Veil, right?
You look and everybody kind of gets real quiet for a second, and they're like,
Did I say something?
oh, you don't know, do you?
I told you this guy, he didn't tell me much. He just sent me this direction, said watch out for the scorpion, and there it was. That was the end of it.
Oh, you came up, yeah. It's, things are a little up in the air about who's in charge.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
Oh,
pry.
no. It's, there's some people who may not know what's going on, but we're just down here. We're collecting our forces and perhaps going to fight back against a certain uppity, rich bitch.
Wow. Well, I mean, tell me who to hate, man. You fed me. I'm yours.
Don't know her name. I just know she was supposed to go to some, I heard she almost died. Some like rich party or something. She's supposed to go to some party at some embassy somewhere, but
so you're planning some sort of mutiny, are you?
not a mutiny. We're just consolidating power. We just don't like the way she's moving too slow for our tastes.
Sure. Well, who's the new guy?
The new guy?
Who you're replacing her with?
We are a communal group of people. My iPad locked up, and give me a second.
That's all right.
Like Face ID, damn it. Okay, there it goes.
I mean, I appreciate that. I like the democratic process. I think that honestly, you put the power into people's hands, that more might get done that way. And once you start adding all the hierarchies and everything, I mean, I get it.
Right now, a person who's putting this all together, he's the guy running the bar right now.
You shitting me?
Yeah, his name's Brusque. But
Well,
Brusque Sewell. And at that moment, Orgoth and North get to the tavern. You cross the bridge. It looks very well made, like solid, like wooden, with some stone supports.
Do I recognize like a style of architecture in there?
There's some dwarven architecture, like there's a dwarf that had something to do with this. So you get to the tavern, no name on it. There is a sign, a small sign next to the doorknob. It says, "No fighting, no fires. We fucking mean business."
Is there any thieves scant around?
Look, you make a perception check.
17?
You don't see any,
Okay.
which is unusual.
Gonna walk in anyways.
Okay, you go in, And Orgoth, you're right behind. Laphus, what do you do? Do you kind of hang out outside?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. You can. There's windows. Like there's a lot of like open windows. It's like the windows. There's some panes of glass. Some are broken out. But they're like definitely every window has like a broken pane to keep the air moving, so it's not so like stifling down here. But you go in and you see there's about 7 or 8 people sitting there laughing. There's a guy sitting in the back corner, kind of like fiddling on a lute, not really playing anything, but it's kind of like and here's Wonderwall, that kind of he's just kind of like playing. But behind the bar, you see this large man, and his chest, neck, and face are completely covered in these red crystal quills, ruidium. And you see it kind of going down his arms. And you see your prize behind the bar. But standing next to, on either side of the bar, actually sitting in chairs, you see these 2 tall trolls. Green, kind of like mossy skin. You can smell their stink from here. And behind the bar, you see there's 3 barrels of like these mushroom barrels, where and there's like a spigot tapped into each one.
I think I'm gonna do exactly what I did at the first eclipse.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk straight over to the bar.
Okay. Oh, you're a new one. Welcome to Farhaven.
Thanks for having me.
So,
is that like sanitary to have like these 2 guys around?
we make them take baths.
And all that? Hmm?
We make them take baths.
Okay, that's cool.
This is Harry. This is Larry.
Harry and Larry? Cool.
Yeah, I don't think they're actually called that, but I don't care.
You're?
I'm Brusk. Brusk Sewell. You can call me Bruce.
Bruce. Nice to meet you, Bruce.
And you are.
Depends on who you ask.
I'm the one asking.
Some people here call me North. Some people on the sea call me Sandra.
Never heard of you. The natural one.
So
how do you hear of
nice
us?
digs you got.
It's a nice little getaway place.
Sun destination.
Who you running from? And who's your bodyguard? He looks familiar.
He looks familiar for sure. Well,
You hear a guy in the
nice
back.
to meet you.
You hear a drunk guy in the back. It's like, that's the fucking guy who won the Bowl of Judgment. What's he doing down here?
Oh, well, you got to work to eat in this town, so I just watch over them.
Kind of nods at North.
They all understand and kind of like nod. And Brusk looks back to you, North, and says,
got a special look about you.
I like it.
Pretty cool. Just like you look like you match with your sword.
Oh, I just got that.
You just got that?
Yeah. So what you're here for? I was wondering if anybody would come for it.
I mean, I've heard word on the street that some people were interested in getting it, but I mean, if there's a bounty on it, then getting it is dangerous, right?
It's very dangerous.
Yeah, I mean, with Harry and Larry, I don't think anyone will risk that, right?
Yeah, you hear them kind of growl at you.
I'm really not sure it's their names like that. They're not reacting super well.
They mind me best they can. So
I'm just like, okay, Wilvan's not around yet. Okay. So, you got any ale?
yeah, drink for you. What was your
The big guy.
what were the names you? I need to write them down. For me, what were your names that you gave?
I gave North and Sandro.
Sandro. Okay. So North and/or Sandro. What we have? We got Firewine. We've got oh god, what was it called? The we've got we do this special brew, shroom tea. That
Did it do
the
anything
locals.
special?
It gives you visions.
I mean, I might go to work later, so visions might not be my thing right now.
I'll give you some fire wine.
Okay.
And he just goes up to you, sir. To Orgoth.
Yeah, I'll have a fire wine. And do you do any do you do a growler? Can I get some of that tea to go for later when I'm off the clock?
Of course. And he like puts some into basically a bell jar, and gives it to you, and puts 2 drinks. That'll be 2 gold 7.
I'm gonna take care of that for my associate as well.
Okay. Laphus, make.
Thanks, boss.
You look further down the street, and the building that's next to the tavern, it looks to be a kind of like a low office kind of building. There's like one door, and you see 4 guards outside of it, like kind of paying really close attention. There also seems to be lights on inside, and you can hear talking. Across the street from there, and next to the waterfall coming down, you see what basically is a flop house. It's just like the door is just open completely, and you just see people lounging on the floor. They put down their sacks, their bedrolls on the floor, and there looks to be about maybe 10 or 12 people in there.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna just kind of casually make my way over to the building next to the tavern and see if I can listen into anything in there.
Okay, make a perception check for me.
Perception?
Yeah.
I keep forgetting my perception's only +4. That is an 18.
18 still. The you're able to get close because they can't see you. You hear people talking, and they're mentioning something like, down below we've had to close the mine. There's some sort of monster down there. Nobody's gotten to get a good look at it. But we can't get to any of the stuff in the mine. We're just not making enough. You hear like somebody, we're not making enough, just like getting it like a tiny bit at a time every month out of the water.
Okay. I don't say that out loud.
Oh no. You think it.
Yeah, I think it.
Okay. Wilvan, back to you. What do you do? Everybody just kind of eats quickly.
Yeah, Wilvan will he'll eat the rest of the whatever bread he has left, and as he's eating it, he's like, so I gotta go talk to the Brusque guy over there.
Yeah, he's at the he is at what do they call it? The nervous rat.
But anything I should say to him to get on his good side? I mean, I'm just a little guy.
Just, I'd say, just be nice to him. Give him some gold. Buy some drinks from him. Spread the wealth.
Sure. And
money talks, man.
Don't I know it? And he starts licking his fingers, and he says, and as he's walking, he says, "Thank you, y'all have been so great." Matter of fact, tell me who are the enemies around? Like who's our enemy? Who am I fighting against out there?
Here, nobody.
I like that. How about up there?
up there, Hand of Ord.
Hate those guys.
I hate those guys too. Also, those nerds at the Allegiance of Allsight.
Oh yeah.
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 They cause a lot of trouble with what we're trying to do, you know.
You know who's been on my ass since I've been here?
Who?
The ones in the robes with the star, the assembly.
Oh, the Service Assembly, the guys from
They've been on my ass ever since I got here. What's their story?
There's just that one guy. So that one guy is after you.
I'm saying, well, he's everywhere. I keep seeing him out of the corner of my eye.
Has he got a thing for you?
I don't know.
He probably thinks you're pretty.
Come on, look at it with this mug. Give me a break. Well, if you see him out there, just maybe you gather some intel on the guy.
The guy, one of the guys he's been quiet, wearing a black robe. He pulls a card out and hands it to you. It's got 3 links of a chain together.
What's that?
He's like, if you get above ground and you need someone to take care of someone in a permanent sort of way, you let me know.
Oh, you don't know what this means to me. What? I'm sorry, I didn't get your name.
It's on the card. You'll find out.
Hey, pleasure doing business.
Good luck with Brusque, the other guy says.
And good luck with your eels, pal. Those look delicious.
Come back. He's like, I'm making eel hoagies tonight. Come back.
Hoagie's my middle name. See you later. And he walks out the door and like drops, the joy and just beelines for the nervous rat. The nervous rat, is that what
nervous
you called
rat, what he called it.
Like
Orgoth and North.
Just sipping my little wine, trying to just keeping an eye on the door, just like turning back to look at.
Yeah, so how long are you staying? Who are you hiding? Who are you running from? Is what he says.
Well, been mostly running in Wildmount. Got here. Thought I'd rather made some friends.
Are you running from the Empire?
Kinda. So, whole continent might not keep them away. I mean, I've seen the embassy.
Well, here's the rules. I know you have, he points to Orgoth. I know you have to go back up on for the competition on Daliasun. But you, if you're running from something and want someplace to hide, you have to stay in the village. You have to stay here for 2 weeks. Can't leave. There's a flop house over there. If we decide you got to pull your weight, everybody works. Everybody goes down to the mines, collects food.
Okay.
That's how we survive.
So far, they haven't caught me, but if I start smelling like something's burning, I'm gonna show up.
No. If you're here, you're here. We can't have you going and blabbing our location. You came here for a reason.
I haven't survived this long by blabbing.
How can I trust you? I just met you.
Well, I mean, I could prove myself. But, these demonstrations... You do something for me, I do something for you.
Well, I've got something you could do.
What?
There's a monster down in the mine. Needs killing.
What kind of monster are we talking about?
It's big, and it burrows through the ground. That's all I know.
Wow, that's narrowing down.
It left tunnels in the ground.
Okay.
Messed up the careful work we were doing, mining for stuff.
Am I hearing the door open? Anything?
Wilvan gets there, I think, eventually, yes. Laphus, are you staying outside?
Yeah, I mean, I'm waiting for everyone else to come out.
Okay.
I was thinking
Laphus, you see
about
Wilvan's halfling disguise come over the bridge and toward the and go inside.
what's something, maybe thinking about something more in my wheelhouse, you know.
What's in your wheelhouse?
Getting into places I shouldn't be in.
Well,
Well-
you're already in a place you shouldn't be in if you're wanting to leave. Like, if you're here hiding
The
from
toy
somebody,
right there. Have you tried it at all?
tried what?
Your little toy on the wall.
I've had a few swings with it.
At
Killed
someone?
killed a couple of things with it. It's nice.
Things?
Yeah.
People?
Not people. I think there were slugs.
Wow. Would you want to take it outside? Have a little spat?
A duel? I'm just
bit
a
of
mere
fun, a little
bartender. I don't want to have a...
Flowing steam off. I win. I can get out whenever I want. Don't need to fight a fucking monster. I lose. Anyone needs help going into a casino or something?
Well, here's the thing. There's nowhere here I need broken into. Everything you see down here, we control.
Up there.
He's
I
thinking.
mean, that vault's gonna be full.
He's thinking. The casino vault. He's weighing things. You see him kind of puzzling things out. Wilvan, you've come in, by the way. He
North
says,
is talking to Brask, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
and he says, the way I see it is that I need this mine open. What's in that vault, from what I hear at a casino, is maybe just 2 or 3 rocks worth.
Oh. We're extracting the stuff down there by the
Trying
bucket
to.
load.
We're trying to get into the sunken city.
Okay.
Oh, I've heard about that place.
Heard that the entrances that were discovered were heavily guarded, right?
This one isn't.
Well, then. I win. I get out with my friend. I lose. Gonna get your little critter problem out of the way.
He thinks for a second. Make a persuasion roll.
As he's considering, and as he Wilvan heard that question, and he intentionally walks up and he takes a handful of gold out. It's probably about 10, and he slams it on the table. And he says, "Oh, excuse me, beautiful. I'd like a drink, please."
You're new too. And he gives you a glass of fire wine. Do you want the tea?
Ron, that's a 23 on persuasion.
Okay.
Tea, help. I'll try anything. You all are so nice down here.
He reaches in, sprinkles some mushroom and pours some hot water into a tea and hands it to you. Gives you visions.
Oh, okay. You got a lid for that?
He reaches over and you want it to steep? Yeah. He puts a little placemat, not placemat, beer cozy thing. What's the thing that goes on the floor?
The coaster.
Coaster, yeah, the coaster, yeah. And puts the coaster on top.
Great. And Wilvan, he's being generous with the gold, in both an attempt to get him on his side and in a good mood for this transaction.
Okay.
So he gives another 5. That's 15 gold now on the table.
Okay.
And he'll go to drinking his pint and stay quiet for a second, just listening.
He says, So where are you from? He's kind of like ignoring North right now.
Oh, up there. Ank'harel is where I've been spending the past couple of weeks.
What's
But,
your name?
Bug. Nice
Bug.
to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Bug.
Your
Brusk.
name.
Call me Bruce.
You're Brusk. Bruce. Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you. You are a spectacle. You're fantastic looking. I love what you've done with the crystals.
Tell you what. All I got to do is just file them up. Brush up against somebody, they just start bleeding.
That's amazing. That's insane. How do you do that? Is it a die?
He kind of like touches them, and you hear them kind of shake and sing. The crystals vibrating.
Never seen anything like that.
Yeah.
You born like that? Forgive me.
I grew these on my own.
Wow.
And you can see like the crystals that are like on his face are like growing through his skin. Sometimes they like grow out and then they come back into his skin, like ingrown hairs, and then back out again. So
he'll drink. When in the silence, he'll drink. He'll let him control the conversation.
So are you with them?
Who? No, I was I was just at the kitchen. I was talking to some of the fella. I mean, they gave me a card. He flashes the. He looks at the name. He says his name was on the card, and he reads the name for the first time.
The name's not on there. All it is 3 chains.
And then he'll say, yeah, I made friends with the. He said his name was here. Son of a bitch.
You are new, aren't you?
No name. I'm sorry.
He puts a candle on the, takes a candle from the back and puts it on the bar in front of you. Looks at you.
Thank you. And he'll just kind of look back, stare at him, and he's like,
I didn't order that.
You sure you don't know what to do with that?
Orgoth walks up and he's like, "Oh, come on, you little punk. It's obviously a test." And Orgoth puts his hand over the candle and will hold it there
He's laughing
for as long as he can.
It's like, you are brand spanking new, right out of the womb, all 3 of you.
Well, this is a test. I have done this before to see how long your resolve and will could keep your hand over the flame.
You've nothing to prove. Well, maybe your trustworthiness is like she's talking a good game, but he might not. I just feel like that your friend North has ulterior motives.
Who doesn't?
And he's looking at the candle again. So you don't know what to do, really. Who sent you down here?
I told the other guys. He didn't give me his name. It was a blue dragon born. The babysitter. The babysitter.
Zatrak. Oh, he should be long gone by now. I paid him off. He was the one who got me the sword.
He is gone.
He takes the card from you, Wilvan, and holds it over the candle.
Wait, I need that.
And then holds it up, and you see the chain suddenly, like, the image of the chain suddenly out, and you just see, like, interlinking, almost making a picture of a veil made of chains. And behind the chains, you see a name, Havana. With 2 N's. And there's a location at a bar that's in Ank'harel in the Circlet Walk.
Well, yeah, no, I'm sorry. Nobody told me to do that. I was going to hold on to it.
That's the problem. You should, if you were sent down here by somebody to know, you would have known.
Ask the guy that was at the kitchen. He handed me the card. He didn't tell me anything.
You should have known how to get his name. Listen, you're obviously up to something. But everyone who comes down here is up to something. You go down, kill my monster, and I'll do a favor for you.
So we
Is
don't
the-
get to play?
Maybe later. I'm not the dueling type.
Oh no. Why do you need a sword then?
To stab people with.
Slugs?
Slugs, thugs, all sorts of beasties.
Then how come you don't go down and kill the monster thing with it?
Gotta watch the bar. Don't trust Harry and Larry here. The trolls go.
all right. Okay, so if we go down and kill whatever this thing, this giant mole or whatever this is that's digging holes down there, like, then it's all good. We can go or whatever it is they want. I mean, that sounds like that's your big need right now. You got to get this thing dead.
It'll help us out. You're new, expendable, by definition. Also, if you want to stay, all you have to do is stay in the flop house 2 weeks. You're in.
Yeah, but I can't do that. You know I can't.
I know
do
you
that.
can't. Yeah.
But I would be. I'm always willing to help. If that's what you folks down here need.
No,
You know.
we don't get too many famous people down here, which is strange that you're here.
Like I said, I gotta have a job. People gotta pay me. They offered to pay me.
Make a persuasion check. Or deception. This is kind of more deception. I don't know. I think if you can convince me it's a persuasion more than a deception.
I think he's not trying. I mean, he's acknowledging who he is. He didn't come in here trying to fool anybody.
Nope.
And he's been seen with North,
Right.
like publicly, and helping North publicly.
Mhm.
And in fact, was at the auction, supposing to be North's bodyguard.
Right.
So I feel like this is like an established cover, if you will. So I'm just trying to get him to see it as the cover story we've put together, which
Got
is
it,
like,
yeah.
I work for North.
Okay. I'll say either one.
All right. Well, I'll take persuasion then. It's a better roll for me. Which is good. It's only a 13 though.
Okay. If we let you leave, you'll need to come back, especially if you're going to be here for a while. Here's the thing. This is a haven away from the drama that's going on in the city right now. We are building something down here. Either you're a part of it or you're dead.
I want to be part of it. I don't know what y'all are talking about, but I want to be part of it.
What about you, mister? To North.
If we can play later, I might go take a little look down there.
I'm sorry. I didn't quite hear what you said. I'm so sorry.
If we get to play later, I might go down there.
If that's the favor you want.
But slaying a monster versus just a little bit of just a little spat. That's quite the uneven payment.
Even in my eyes, I get what I want. You get what you want.
Right then.
We good?
Yeah, I have one question.
Yeah.
If that's right. So, I have two questions actually. So, one, where is it down? How do we get to where it is?
Just out here, I'll have somebody show you. There's a
Okay.
elevator down to the mine, and you'll see it's not very complex, so you'll be able to find it pretty easily. It's right now it's sealed off. There's a barrier keeping people from just wandering in. Little warning
Oh,
sign,
okay.
like don't go
All
here,
right.
fucking stupid people. People, if somebody stumbles into this area and dies, it's their own damn fault.
All right.
Ethan,
Okay.
we'll all
And
be
then
fucking
two
stupid.
is there a place I can get a weapon? Because I didn't bring anything. I didn't realize we were going to be fighting a monster.
Bodyguard not coming armed.
Well, I mean,
Well, he
for a
got
bar
these
brawl,
guns.
yeah, I mean, for a bar brawl, I could handle myself. But I didn't really come ready to fight a monster that digs holes.
Hmm. He sees you kind of glancing at the sword and says, "You want to use that? You want to use that, don't you? You're very curious about it. I
Oh,
see you."
I I I hadn't really thought about that, but if you're offering, okay.
I mean, you're gonna fuck up all his display. Look at them. Look at the spikes. Look at the sword.
He says, "Listen, I went to great lengths to get a hold of this sword.
Mm-hmm.
I'll let you look at it. That'll be my favor to you. I'll let you wield it for a little bit. Just gotta give it a few swings. Test it out. Is that what you want?"
That's not really what I wanted. But
What do you
I don't
want?
know. I don't know what you want, boss.
To see the sun without having any problems and to fight a little bit. I like to see the flashy things that these magic weapons can do. So little fight, little sunlight.
You kill my monster, I'll give you a duel. How's that? Just a cut to the chase. You can see me fighting with this glorious, glorious weapon.
And then I can get the fuck up. Because I'll have solved your little problem with the monster and you can go back to mining.
And we know who you are, and if you cause us any problems,
I
or
know
let
better
people know
than
where we
to
were.
Just get you on my ass.
You don't want us on your ass.
Exactly. Not. That's why I like that little exchange of principles.
Wait. I want a favor. What do you want me to do?
I think it's the two of them. I don't think they could handle themselves. You want to go with them?
These guys?
Yeah.
That guy?
They need a little guy. You look.
And just sneer at the little guy.
Does it get me a favor?
It gets you a favor.
Hells, let's do this. And he puts his hand out to North.
I'm going to reach down and just like.
He'll shake it really violently as soon as he gets a hand of it. He's playing real sloppy and ignorant.
Laphus.
Wipe my hand on my chest.
Laphus. Outside, it's been long enough. They've been in there about 30 minutes. They've been loud enough. And the windows are open. You can hear everything they've been saying. But at the other place where the 4 guards are outside, they do a shift change where 4 guards come outside and replace them, and the other 4 guards go inside. And you hear a big lock of the door. But as they open the door, you see in, and you see there is a table, and underneath it are like 4 chests with big locks on them. And on top, there's like a big chest. And you see some, let me see, I think there's a big enough item that wouldn't be in a chest. There is... Yeah, there is a long sword and a scabbard. And there's also what looks to be a drum kind of just sitting on top of the table, like a hand drum with a little like beater on top of it. And they close the door and lock it, obscuring your view once again.
All right. Well, with that, and they have not talked about anything else, I'm assuming.
No, just like basically like they the monster down below killed about 5 people before they blocked off the mine.
Okay.
That's
All
the
right.
only other information you heard.
I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna start heading closer to where the gang is.
Okay.
Then.
Okay. So 3 of you against the monster. I think you got this. Come back. I'll give you a duel.
All right.
What kind of monster are we talking about? You keep saying you're being very vague about it.
It's big and it likes to burrow.
Big and addict.
But so you don't have any weapons anybody can use then? I gotta go. Like,
Can we talk to
wrestle this
someone
thing.
who's been down below and seen it?
Yeah, there's somebody. You probably could talk to the people at the flop shop. There's a guy in there got his arm bitten off.
Okay.
Anything else?
Now that's interesting.
They've got. If you go talk to
The person who has no arm.
no, go talk to. They can probably give you a description of it better than I can. He was kind of screaming his head off. I just didn't want to listen to that.
Oh.
If you go go to the warehouse at the end to the south, and go talk to Suzette. She'll set you up with some weapons. If you
Oh,
like.
okay. Good. Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, pleasure to meet you, pal. I hear great things about your
Nice
organization.
to meet you. What kind of gloves are you wearing? Are you wearing?
I don't think I'm wearing any. I'm still wearing my black duster.
Okay. The quills kind of like he grabs your hand. The quills like kind of touch your skin and they feel sharp. They don't penetrate, but they are sharp.
So, as he's got his hand, he won't shake it quite as violently. As soon as he feels that he's on defense, he says, "Oh, what a grip you got there!" And kind of checks himself to make sure he's all right. And he says, "I'll be seeing you then."
Well, either you're gonna be dead or I'll see you. I hope I see you.
I'll see you soon.
Let's see what this thing can do.
Yeah. We might learn something about it. Slugs.
So you go outside. Laphus, you see them coming out. What do you do?
Wait, I see what?
You see them coming out. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Okay.
And then Orgoth's going to talk really loud because he has no idea where Laphus is. And he's like,
Okay. So I guess I'm gonna go to the warehouse to get a weapon for when we go fight the burrowing monster, and we gotta go talk to some one-armed guy.
Yeah, I'd take maybe a little rest before going to fight that thing because I realize that I am not doing so well and I don't remember why.
You got hit by the
The scorpion.
yeah.
The freaking scorpion who took me down to half. Yes.
Yeah.
What's his name? Frankie.
Yeah,
Frankie.
bitch.
So Orgoth, you head to the south to the warehouse.
yeah. And while I'm walking to the warehouse, Orgoth cracks his neck and is like, take a second wind because I also am hurt.
Mm-hmm.
I need to get a little sweet hit points back.
Yeah, I think a short rest would be good.
Do that.
Wilvan. So what do the rest of you do?
Yeah.
Well, we have someone to check up on, like someone who's missing an arm, who's probably still bandaged.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and so the warehouse and the flop house are 2 different places.
Yes. The flop house is to the north. It's across from the house that Laphus has been checking out.
Sure.
To the east, and catty corner to the tavern. but still on this side, the north side of the chasm. The warehouse is all the way to the south from where you came in that door.
I suppose as Orgoth walks off, Wilvan will kind of always be checking around him for who is around them, if anybody, and
Yeah.
Once they're in like a private bubble,
Mhm.
he'll just say, "The more intel that we can get on this monster, the better off we're going to be, because
That's why I'm
he's
going to find
he's
this
in-
guy.
intentionally not telling us something."
Oh, I know.
I am behind them whenever
Okay.
they came around. So
Okay.
as soon as I hear that, I just like whisper out. Apparently, it's already killed like 4 or 5 people.
Holy gods!
Oh, guys, I'm never gonna get used to that.
Like that.
You say it's killed 5?
About 4 or 5, around there.
Nobody's probably.
4.5. Well, 4 and 3/4. 4 and a fourth, if you count the arm as a fourth. So
Yeah, they kill a few people. Blocked off the mine already. I thought we were gonna just take the sword. What happened?
Get all these people on our asses.
Yeah, they said they wouldn't let us leave without big problems unless we took care of the
These
monster
guys
problem.
found me in the streets, no problem, and it could be anyone. So I'd rather not.
We gotta like go down and kill the monster, and then he owes us all a favor.
Okay. Well, one of your favors could be getting some of that treasure that was in that one house.
Yeah, I think that's where I'm supposed to go to this warehouse place.
Oh no,
down here.
No, they got some good shit. There's like 8 guards guarding it. There's giant treasure chests.
We're gonna have to have a talk before we walk out of here when we're done. And I'm not talking about the talk. I'm talking about a talk about what do we do with the things we know now.
Let's not talk about that now. It's a different talk, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Orgoth, you're going that way? Find a weapon?
Yeah. I'm assuming he pointed to where the warehouse was.
to the south. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm going over there.
All right, we're gonna continue the recon before the mission. Laphus, do you want to go with Orgoth?
I will go with you guys. Orgoth can handle himself. He's just gonna grab weapons, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna go get a weapon because we gotta fight a big monster, or maybe I need a weapon. I don't know what it is.
I'd like to have a little sit down before going.
Careful around here. Then Wilvan gives him a little punch on the wrist.
Okay.
Nods.
What did you guys learn? And you don't have to tell me. Just that's what she asked whenever you guys are walking back, like off.
So north.
North will let Wilvan talk. It's just like,
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, gotta find someone.
So Wilvan tells Laphus.
Yeah, he'll mention the monster. He'll say basically we can get a demonstration in a duel with North and Brusque if we go take care of a large monster down that you've already heard of, obviously. What North has found out, I'm not sure. We split up, but it sounds like there's a shift in power down here, and the way I understand it, there's not currently a leader. And he looks around.
Yeah, it goes a bit with what I heard from the other person who accosted me in the street. At first, Azrak told me that there was something going down in the casino. Then he told me it was called off. Then this person in the street tells me it's back on. Things are wishy-washy right now.
Which makes them dangerous.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna say though, and I'm gonna really lower my voice, and actually probably in Elvish. I'm just gonna try a little I'm gonna try a little Elvish, see if someone understands me. Tell me if you got that. Laphus, did you get that?
I got it.
Okay. Thing is, you've seen the waterfall, right?
Yeah.
They're sifting the stuff out of the water, and they're mining the stuff out. If we get out and we get the word out right away, it's gonna be on us. Right the fuck now. They're gonna know. So we're gonna have to, however we want to help people, we're gonna have to shut the fuck up about this for a little bit. At some point, someone's gonna talk, but it can't be us for a few weeks.
Well, it can't be you guys.
It could be you, but it's gonna. If someone talks right away, it's still gonna fall on us because we're the newbies.
We'll see how this goes.
Let's start by surviving this.
Orgoth, you get to the warehouse, and there's a little porch, and there's a little old lady, and she's got a spittoon. She's got like gray hair, Granny from the Beverly Hillbillies, basically, and she's like got her feet up, like a long skirt, boots, and she's like patoo, like into the spittoon.
Thing.
Yeah.
Oh, hey,
you're a handsome fella.
Oh, thank you. You're an accurate expectorator.
I've been. You see, like there's like a little like ring of misses around, but not too many. But I've been practicing.
Are you Suzette? I was told to speak with Suzette.
Suzette the Fetch.
I was sent over here by Bruce. We're going to go and fight some monster. I guess it's been causing some problems.
Fight the creature in the mine.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I need to get a little gear because I didn't realize I was going to be having to fight a monster. So, do you have a long sword and a shield I can get?
Yeah. And she goes in. She's got a cane. Moves real slowly. Opens the door. You hear like a crash, and she comes out with a long sword with rusty pits in it and a wooden shield.
Okay. Do you have like a better, better repair weapon?
Let me go get the other one I saw. And she comes out
okay.
with one that's just completely like rusty on one side, and like part of the edge is kind of actually like fallen away.
Okay, that's not. That's
all I got.
Do you have other weapons that aren't like completely messed up like these are?
I've got a broadsword and I've got a two-hander.
Okay. Bring out whichever one is in the better shape.
And this,
if you'd be so kind.
Okay, she comes out with the two-hander, and it's like, drag, and pulls it out. It's actually in decent shape, but it's like you see the hilt probably needs like work to get like the grip better.
Mm-hmm.
But
Orgoth will look at that and he'll give it the once over, and he's like,
okay, yeah, I guess I'll use this one.
Okay.
I won't need a shield then, because it doesn't really work that way.
And she kind of just rolls. You hear the rolls the shield into, and it kind of go like does the coin and the slow spin and thump.
Would it be an insult, grandmother, if I were to give you a gratuity for your help?
You can tip me all you want, sonny boy.
All right.
And Orgoth will go in his pouch and he like pulls out a silver. And he's like,
oh, here you are. Thank you so much.
She chews on it, like puts it in her, like opens her skirt or her dress and puts it in.
And
he's do you have is there a sketch? Never mind. I'll just carry it like this.
And Orgoth goes off, realizing asking for a scabbard is going to be way too much to expect at this place. And so he'll just like put it over his shoulder and hike back to where everybody else is.
Okay, Wilvan, North, and Laphus. What do? You go talk to the guy in the flop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gonna find someone who's bandaged up, missing part of an arm.
Easy
or slash an arm
peasy.
entirely.
You see, there's a bunch of like bloody bandages on the ground around him, where they've been changing them and just kind of leaving them. There's about 7 or 8 people in here. Some of them are sleeping, some of them talking and playing cards. But this guy's in the bed asleep, and
he's
his
asleep.
arm bandaged up.
I'm gonna start my short rest sitting next to him. I'm gonna wake up.
Okay.
wait until he wakes up. If he wakes up in an hour, if not, I'm gonna give him a little nudge.
Okay. He kind of like, you hear his stomach grumble, and then he wakes, opens an eye, looks at you, and Wilvan, are you there?
Yeah, Wilvan does not take a rest. Well, I guess he doesn't like sleep, but like once his hour of disguise is up, he needs to recast it. So
Okay.
He'll make sure to do that as he's sitting here taking a short rest.
Okay. Who are you?
Slept well?
Yeah. Are you the nurse?
You wish I was?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah.
Well-
He's on some drugs. Like his eyes are like really dilated. He's just.
So, Tully, we might have struck a deal with someone, and we might be taking care of the big bad down there.
Oh, you're gonna kill it. Yeah.
Heard that you were the last one to see it.
Well, yeah, it came out of the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like the ground was erupting all around me, and it did a big circle like it was stalking me as I was trying to run. And I saw this big fin, this stony fin, come out of the ground, and then it jumped on me and tore my arm off, and I don't remember anything after that.
It jumped on you. Did it have like paws, legs, something?
I just remember it was like I saw a big like triangle-shaped stone
A fin.
thing coming out of the ground as it jumped on me, and I just its mouth opened up, and that was it.
How'd you get away?
My friend drugged me out of there. I think I got buried. He told me that I must have been like bleeding out. After the thing left, they went to go see what happened, and he found me under the rubble and pulled me out. They stopped the bleeding.
See, that's what I like about this place. Y'all are a team. Are you part of the Veil?
I am. I'm the good
Is
Veil. It's the good
Is
Veil.
everybody down here? part
Everybody
of the
here
Veil?
is the good Veil, yeah.
Good
There's a
Veil.
bad one.
There's a bad Veil's upstairs, yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, that rich bitch. Yeah. Everybody calls her the rich bitch.
Who the fuck is
Nobody
that?
likes her. I don't know what her name is. But
Bitch.
apparently she used to work in the old guard. She used to work like the Veil that was in existence like 20, 30 years ago.
Wilvan's eyes are darting back and forth between.
Does it
North and the
does
sky.
it ring any bell at all?
Mm,
That or the stony fin, yada yada. Would I be able to make a nature
make
check?
an
or something?
Arcana check.
Arcana?
It's monstrous. It's a monstrosity, yeah.
Ah shit. Okay then.
Yeah. Okay.
9.
Make a history check for the Veil, though.
I was gonna say, I'm listening to it. Can I make an arcana
Oh, yeah,
check?
totally.
I got 23 on history.
History?
Yeah.
9.
I got 31 for arcana.
Arcana, this is I don't even know how to, it's a land shark.
Mm.
Boulet. Bullet.
Yeah.
Boulette.
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 Wilvan, back in the Empire, there was an organization that tried to get started. It was basically lots of foreign influences coming from outside of the country, called the Veil, and it got shut down quickly. And this was about maybe 40, 50 years ago.
So in my time
Yeah.
working there.
Yeah. Yeah. It got shut down. The Veil got like completely. About the same time, the what's that other major? The Myriad. About the same time, the Myriad got shut down.
So this information then, like I guess up until this point, I just learned this, but
Mhm.
Wilvan would have like heard the same name, but
Yeah.
there was no indication that it was the same
Right. Exactly.
organization. He never put two and two together, and
Yeah.
so he'll kind of like forget himself, and he'll say,
Wait, you're saying you connected? Somebody in the Veil is the bad Veil is.
They're trying to be. They're not going fast enough. They're not. We're gonna be sitting down here eating fucking mushroom soup and eel hoagies until we all like just get sick of it. We want to get rich. We need the cash, and we're sitting on a gold mine.
You don't say.
Yeah.
What gold mine?
All we gotta do. If we can get down to the water. If
So this monster is stopping us, is what you're saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
We can start mining again. We can get out. Oh, he's kind of like the pain gets to him a little bit, and he kind of like starts rocking.
as he winces and gets distracted, Wilvan takes that opportunity to make eyes with the party, and maybe where he thinks Laphus is, and he's probably like way off. But
He looks.
Yeah.
She's like right next to him. He looks over to his right instead of his left.
see that? Just to and so
He's and you did Brusk send you down there?
We all
for
go
a
down.
favor?
Well, we all go down there. We spend our time. Normally, they don't let people go down into the mine until they've been in the flop house for a few weeks. You got to earn their trust.
Sure.
Or be expandable.
Yeah, we're heading down there next. If there's anything you can tell us.
There's not much other than the monster. There's mushroom farms down there. Once you land at the landing platform, head north, and then head north, head west, and then head south, and you'll get to it. You'll see it.
Ron?
Yeah.
Quick question about the mushrooms. Back in the single-digit episodes,
Yeah.
I got some hallucinogens
Oh, I've
from
forgotten
someone.
about that. Yeah.
I still have like the distilled version for like my blade.
Mm-hmm.
Is it the same kind of mushroom?
It is an underground mushroom that grows underground. Yes. Possibly.
It is okay. Right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. So, the guy's like, ugh, and Orgoth. At this point, you get back.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna, if I see them in there talking or doing the thing, I'm gonna sit down and spend my short rest time, taking out some leather and like rewrapping the handle
Right.
of the blade.
Mm-hmm. Make it easier to
So
hold.
I'll do a little
Yeah.
leather working
Yeah.
to get it so it's gonna have a good grip.
Yeah. You see lots of parts, like when you're cleaning it, you see like, ooh, the person who was wielding this before. There's like blood stains and various like on the hilt. Whoever was wielding it probably died a horrible, horrible death.
Well,
The
I'm gonna
guy-
make it as nice as I can make it.
Okay. The guy kind of like starts fading a little bit. Hey, hand me that tea. Hand me that tea right there.
Wilvan will hand him the
Mm-hmm.
whatever he's talking about.
And he starts sipping it. He's like, hey, yeah, oh yeah. And he looks over at Laphus. Oh, you're pretty. And he passes out.
She's not there and he sees her.
Wait. The mushrooms you can see through with the mushrooms. This is incredible.
Oh shit.
He may have been looking past you, Laphus. You couldn't tell. But...
I think he was just an idiot.
Well, that is a given.
Why am I still doing this? I hate that voice. It's so annoying. And he
I like that.
he takes the opportunity once he's out. Wilvan will pick up several of the bloody bandages that have this guy's blood and this guy's smell all over them and everything, and he'll wrap a bunch up and pop it into his satchel.
Okay. One of the people who were playing cards kind of looks over at you and is like, "Oh, so you're going down? Good luck."
Been down there?
My last shift of mine was about 5 days ago, so I managed to miss out on the devastation. But
Lucky you.
yeah, but I hear it's pretty nasty down there. So I just made a bet with my friends that you wouldn't be coming back, and I just wanted to see if I was correct in my estimation of your abilities. So how? He's like looking at Orgoth like, "You're strong. You're gonna get eaten," points at Bug. "And you look a little scary. I don't know what you're gonna be. I don't know, North. I don't." This points at North.
Who the fuck called you my name?
No. I sometimes I forget I'm not speaking and I'm looking at you in Zoom and like, oh, you can't see me looking at you, so I don't know. You can't know I'm talking to you. And he kind of like, I think I made between the two of you, pointing at Orgoth and North. You have a shot. I think I still made a good bet though.
We'll see.
And he goes back to his friends, and friends like laughing. And you complete your short rest.
Back to 74, baby.
How else do you want to prepare?
I just spent some hit dice, but I'm back to full.
Same.
It's all good.
Okay.
I can handle 5 less than what I have.
As we have like maybe a half hour or so since because I think we had been there. There was a half hour before like my hour was up. So Wilvan doesn't want to use another spell. So he once they've rested and they're getting up, he says, "Now's as good a time as any.
Go.
We should get this done so we can get out of here. Sooner or later they might catch on to this."
Okay. So you head.
All right. All right, everybody here.
He looks back to North and Wilvan, but Orgoth's obviously trying to scan wherever Laphus might be. Like,
Oh, okay, we're gonna go. Everybody ready to go fight the monster?
Yeah.
and he's kind of listening to see if he hears anything.
Because of that,
Been real-
Laphus stays quiet.
And Wilvan rolls his eyes. Says, "Gods, Laphus, are you here?
No.
Son of a bitch, let's go."
So you head over to the elevator, which has returned, and like it's just sitting there. An empty minecart is pulled off of it. It's sitting to the side, and the building next to it. The building that's next to it actually has there's a laundry line that stretches from the second floor of this building. This is like one of the only second buildings that has a second floor in it. But there's a laundry line stretching from it down to the first floor of the tavern across the chasm. And somebody's got like clothes drying on it. But next to that is the elevator, and it's just a little chain mechanism. You like haul yourself down it.
Okay, everybody on. All right, here we go.
Okay,
Orgoth will start doing the chain.
Okay.
Wait, you forgot me.
Fuck up.
You land.
Orgoth stops for a second.
She's
Keep
right
going,
here.
keep going.
She's right here. Stop that, Laphus.
You go down about 300 feet.
Oh, hey, by the way, did anyone know what we were fighting? Because no clue.
You know, a big monster that digs in a hole. I don't know. You talked to the guy. What did he tell you?
It's a bullet.
A what?
A
Beg
what?
your pardon?
It's basically a sand shark.
Does it
That's what it sounded like, but I've
Does it
never heard of such a thing.
do anything special?
Uh, it could do a lot of things special. One of the things that it can do is if there's like enough space, it'll do a leap at you and kind of take chunks off of you.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Well, we know it leaps out from the ground, so if we can spread out, then
Yeah.
at the very least it won't get us all at once.
It could also jump very, very high, even if it's just standing. So
Good.
Cool.
Okay, good to know. All right.
The landing area, once you get down, it kind of just goes down and kind of hangs, like you hit it kind of lock up, and to get back up you have to like pull the other chain. It's kind of like this chain, it's in decent condition, but it's very much like somebody could sabotage it pretty easily. I mean, if it's a good whack, might break one of the chains. It's not in that good a condition. But you're down here.
Okay, you
And-
guys, I have a climbing kit.
Is there a way to lock the mechanism,
Yes.
like hook the chain onto something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And you see empty mine carts down here, and there are 3 guards who they're just wearing leather armor and short swords. And you see them like sitting around a table against the northern wall. The waterfall, the little trickle of water that's next to the elevator, hits the ground and kind of like splatters onto the landing area, makes a little river kind of stream, and it goes across the floor, and it goes down into a crack that's in the floor and disappears. There is a thin passageway on the west side of the north wall, and a 10-foot wide passageway on the east side of the north wall. And it looks like you see tracks from a You see tracks from a minecart heading to that
Look at
larger.
that kobold there.
Yeah. Impressions of wheels of a minecart.
There you go.
Okay.
Hey, boys! Monster Squad's here sent down by Bruce to go kill a monster.
It's about fucking time. It's been quiet though. Last day, haven't heard him.
Yeah, which
have you
way?
sent anyone?
Just
in
head
there
north,
last
turn
time?
left. Go turn left, go ways, and then turn left again.
Again?
Yeah, go north, turn left, and then turn left.
West and south. Yep.
Yeah,
Okay, got it. Yeah.
and so good luck, boys.
Give them a salute as they go by.
Let's go fuck shit up or get fucked up.
Well, once we get out of earshot of them, we'll then say, I'm a little concerned that once we take care of this thing, what we're giving them access to. It seems that nature has found a way to prevent them from getting this ruidium that they're mining from the water.
Yeah, that's what I was telling Laphus. When we come out of here, we can't just start putting someone on their trail because it's gonna fall back on us right away.
Well, unless there's more than one of these things down here, unless something else stops them, they're going to get very powerful very quick.
I know. But
and it's better that we nip the bud.
the priority though is to get you safe, right?
I guess.
So we could like kill the bullet, get the sword demonstration, and then just go tell Saward, right?
That's exactly
then
what
they
I said
come
not to do.
Well, but if they're like, if he takes care of them and puts them all in jail or whatever, then there's no one to come after us.
Yeah, because you think they're all there?
I mean,
don't
they're
know.
clearly vying for power.
And they're already destabilized. If we do something to the quote good veil, then the bad veil, that surely still exists wins, and I'm not sure if that's much better.
I think they
Very good.
take down the
Oh.
whole structure.
Yeah, maybe we could
Doesn't
do
go away
that.
like that.
Oh, I mean, like I thought Lapis meant like the actual place. Like we just destroy the whole place.
I would.
I mean, there's a lot of people here, though. You know,
Well,
so
could
we
you do it while we're up there? You haven't been seen.
No.
So if you destroy it while we're up there, maybe having our little spat, so that Wilvan can witness whatever that sword can do. So it's not gonna fall on anyone, right?
Yeah.
It's
Oh, you
not
know,
gonna be our fault.
another idea is like in the Skullcrusher clan. They had you could challenge for position. So that was the way that the organizational hierarchy worked. So one thing that maybe you could do is when you duel this guy, if you beat him north, then you could be the boss of down
I
here.
don't want to be the boss of these losers.
And then you could just tell them all like, okay, we're done. We're all gonna go be mushroom farmers or something. And then that
You
would take
think
care of
that's
it.
gonna fly?
No, I
Pretty
don't
sure
know.
pretty sure everyone's gonna try to assassinate North for power
Yeah.
if that's what they decide.
Oh, okay.
We're
Yeah, maybe that
far away
wasn't a
from
good idea.
Tagao.
Yeah, I guess things are more complicated here.
Mhm. Let's start by killing the monster, and then we can sit in its blood and make a decision there.
Wow,
Important thing
that
is
was
that
that
we
was
get
real
Wilvan
orc
safe.
like North. I kind of like that. That was a real orc thing to say. I was gonna say that
I was gonna
sounded
say
like my mentor.
we could always. I mean, if it's still in one piece, we can kill it. I could stay behind after when you guys are doing your duel. I could bring it back to life.
We have to bring proof that it's dead, right?
Did he want proof?
I mean,
Wait, that's an idea.
can
Wilvan's
it play dead
fake
for like a
eyes.
week and then just pop back up?
Oh, I can make it do anything I want.
Wilvan's
So
eyes
it
have
could
lit
play
up.
dead for a few days and then just go blah.
Yep.
Oh, that's interesting.
I think that's a plan.
Mm-hmm.
That gets us what we need, and it continues to prevent them from accessing exactly what we don't want them to have. Laphus, that's brilliant.
Take inspiration.
Yeah.
More
Yeah, that's fine.
I keep
inspiration.
telling you, Lapis is the smart
Put it on
one.
top of your other inspiration.
Hold on. Just gonna get rid of it. And right now it's back.
You know, you could pass that inspiration off to somebody before getting your new one. You know, that is something. You
I don't have any right now. Wilvan, do you want it?
I have inspiration and a D20, or a natural 20.
Do you have inspiration north already?
I don't. I spent it.
Oh, shit for the duel.
Oh yeah. Well, that's for tomorrow, or that's for next time.
Well, but you got to give it off before you take the new one, though. I think that's what
Yeah,
Ron's
that's
saying.
true.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
true. Can I give it to the shark?
Wow.
What?
Thank you.
Wow.
That's such Laphus
No.
energy.
No, I'll definitely give it to North, and then I'll just take my new one.
Thank you.
You
Okay.
have my scraps.
Thank you. I'm gonna
You
take
head
it,
north.
little begging child that I am.
You head north.
Yes.
You head to the north. Yes. The another 80, 90 feet, and you turn left. And you come to an area that's been dug out. The passageway continues south and to the west through the area. This staging area, there's lots of mine carts, empty and full, with boxes of ore, and there's a rack of mushrooms hanging from the rack, drying.
Are they dry?
Yes,
Is there anyone watching?
you're the only one in here. However, to the south, passageway to the south, you hear, "Hey, dudes, I hear you out there. Yeah, come back here. Yeah."
Hell?
Yeah, come help us. Yeah, let us out.
Following that sound,
Sounds like someone.
cautiously, where does it seem to be coming from?
Come from the south, and it basically there's a fork in the passageway, and there's a opening on the left opens up into a mushroom farm, and you just see all sorts of mushrooms filling this 20 by 10 room. And you see like harvesting tools and knives and a little like gloves kind of on a table. But to the right, you see a bunch more mushrooms, and you see these two people who they're in manacles above their head, chained to the wall, and their feet have the stalks are in stalks. So they're sitting on the ground, and there's these mushrooms all around them. Wilvan, when you get down there, make a Constitution saving throw.
Nolan.
Digital dice, strike again. That's a 7.
You are feeling it, like colors and lights, and like and you feel euphoric. And you're currently at disadvantage. It's like disadvantage to attacks and saving throws.
Holy shit.
Actually, not attacks. Not saving throws. Attacks and skill checks.
Wilvan he'll start to feel that and like kind of lose his balance a little bit, and he'll put a hand up to everybody else.
See ya. You feel it. You feel it. Let us go, man. All you gotta do is pull this lock out. Like, we just can't get out. You just gotta let us out, man. Yeah.
He's like got a hand up behind him, like with the stop sign to the rest of the party, and he just slowly turns around, but keeps his hand behind him, and his eyes really wide to everybody.
He's feeling it.
Oh, come this direction. And he can't really control his laughter, and he's trying so fucking hard, but he's just really loopy and tries to walk back toward them. Maybe loses his balance.
He's kind of like against the wall. No, come back, man. Come back. Man, I think he's still here, though. I can see him. He's standing there. Come on, help us. And
I can't fight like this.
Hey there, buddy. You look like you're having a good time.
He's just laughing, and he's like with like pain on his face, like he can't stop.
You know what? While we're here, I'm gonna just like snip a few shrooms.
Okay.
Put in the bag.
Okay.
Gonna be useful later.
Just don't give any to Wilvan.
No, he looks like he's already had some.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull him out further away from it, and like, hey, trying to like I don't really know what to do. So shake him a little bit, and look him in the eye.
Make a you really did not want to leave. It took you a second to kind of like, you stumbled back and he pulled you away, and make another saving throw.
Yeah, snap out of it, buddy.
Is it gonna be like me?
It's an 8.
Oh, it looks like it's gonna be like me at the temple.
He says, I didn't need any though.
I'm just gonna
You just walk into it.
I'm gonna look at his eyes, like, see if there's like, are his like pupils blown?
Yeah, they're very just like big pupils. Yeah. So what are you gonna do? You continue on.
Okay, so we gotta move out of that. We gotta move out of there. Come on, bud. Come on, friend. Come with me. Come on.
Wait. Okay.
Okay, you hold his hand, I'll hold his feet.
Make another saving throws.
And we'll just physically move him out of there gently, but away from
Slap with a 16.
And finally, the effects start to wear you far enough away that it wears off.
Oh, I don't like that. I don't
Oh,
like
that
that
looked
at all.
fun.
Oh, you don't have to eat them. All I did was walk near them. Oh, gods.
You know what? Maybe later when we're done.
Oh, well, how are we going to get through that?
The way
Whoa.
out where you're supposed to go is to the west. That was to the south. So you're good.
Great.
Yeah.
Says, I ain't going back in there. I don't care if they need saving. I'm not doing that again.
Okay.
Well, it looked like they were there for a reason. Like they were. So maybe they did a bad thing.
I will pat the bad thing in my little poisoner's kit now.
Okay. So you head to the west, and it looks like this area is roughly shaped. It's not everything that's been kind of like evenly like squared off. Like they've done a very good job of mining. They must have a dwarf on hand to help kind of like do really good mining techniques. So it's very secure. This area looks like haphazardly, and you see a couple of mounds where the ground looks like it's erupted, and so it's like rough on the floor. You do see an area like a trough with some panning stuff, like I don't know what to call it, the pans that you like sifter thing, yeah. And there's some like dirt, and you look over and you see kind of a gold glint in one of the piles. But from this room, there is a 10-foot wide passageway to the south. And on the passageway, at the beginning of the passageway, you see a big sign. It says, "Danger, do not enter, death." And there's like a big skull and crossbones painted.
What does this mean?
Don't dead open inside.
Oh shit.
And,
Well, this sign can't stop me because I can't read.
and you head to the south?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, wherever they say the danger is,
yeah.
that's
Okay.
surely where we're heading.
So you kind of you feel the ground rumbling as you're walking down this passageway, and it opens up into a large arena almost. There's it's about 40 feet by 40 feet. There's areas where the ground has been erupted, and the west wall has been blown out, and there's like a little passageway goes in about 10 feet.
You guys, it's a boss room.
It is. And there's an invisible wall behind you, so you can't leave. You go in, and suddenly the ground rumbles.
Spread out, spread out, spread out.
And suddenly, phew, out of the ground, this large, shark-like, rocky creature comes out. Phew. And then, from a crack in the ceiling, a second one falls down, phew, behind you. And that's where we're going to stop for the day.
Son of a bitch.
We got two.
Oh no!
Ooh.
I was afraid of one, man. I thought that was going to be a big fight.
We can deal with that.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Hey, at least we have one for proof and one for nefarious activities now.
Yeah, they didn't say there were two down here. Maybe they don't
No,
know
they
about
did
the other.
not. They did not.
Hey, but if it's two, that means there's two more that can protect the area.
Yeah, true that.
Oh.
Oh, okay. This was
Yay.
tense.
Woo.
Anything
Yeah.
could have happened at any time.
Yeah, y'all talked your way out of a lot of shit today. So,
Oof.
Oh yeah.
yep. Anything we need to talk about before we wrap it up? Well, let's go ahead and do a
game.
wrap up. Yeah, good
Yeah,
game.
good game.
Okay. Hey everybody, this is Bill at Bill Roper on Twitter for as long as that leaky ship stays afloat, and at Bill freaking Roper on Twitch and YouTube. You can also catch me playing Cure Starfall, the happy scrappy starship pilot in Shadowport Adventures, Luck of the Draw, a Star Wars actual play on the Emporium for the Wayward Gamer. And I am also doing more of the GM advice shows over on Happy Jack's RPG Network, which is available wherever you consume content. And for anybody that's been catching this live or after the fact, tomorrow is a very important, for me at least, religious holiday, which is May the 4th. So may the 4th be with you, because I'm a Star Wars nerd. And I just wanted to give a shout out to Jay Neophet, who's my GM in our Star Wars campaign. He does a big May the 4th Star Wars one shot every year. Last year I got to plan it. Though this year he's got some other folks, one of his big repeat offenders in that is the incredible Todd Stashwick. So if you liked Captain Shaw on Picard, he's an amazing role player, and that is always a ridiculously good time. So if you hear this before May the 4th, I would encourage you to pop over there to the Emporium for the Wayward Gamer at 7 p.m. Eastern time to see what insanity they're going to partake of in the Star Wars universe.
Yes.
Hey everyone, this was Jaiden playing Laphus, and you could find me on Twitter at FoxtrotFollow. Please be 18 plus, and you could also fucking see me on the Severed Sons Discord, where we do a bunch of fucking things on here. We talk about anime, we talk about D&D a lot, talking about games, movies, etc. And if you ever just want to hang out with us, we will be there.
Yeah.
Folks, thanks for being here. This is Ross, been playing Wilvan, Bug today as well.
That's a great name.
To piggyback off of Jaiden, you can find everywhere that we have whatnots, the Discord, the Patreon, it's all in our link tree, and the link tree you can find in all of our bios of our social media. So wherever you find us on Twitter or Instagram or Twitch, anywhere, I feel like we try to always put that everywhere, so you can access all of these things at the click of your mouse. But you can find me on the social medias at GriffRM. Thanks for being here.
Hi everyone, this is Jaime. I've been playing North, the Eladrin Hexblade Roguelock. You know what, usually I plug the Patreon, but you know what's up with that. We have good stuff in there, but really, like right now, what I would like to say is thank you everyone if you're listening now, if you're listening later. Honestly, like this means the world to me. This is just like so great to have you on this beautiful ride that it is. Hopefully we will survive. Next week.
Surely.
You can find me on Twitter and pretty much everywhere else at Suburban Cryptic.
And my name is Ron Murphy. You can find me on Twitter at Ron88Keys, RBDM. Please go to our YouTube page, and please, it's in our link tree, but follow us on YouTube. We really, like we do the VODs of this show there, and we could use some more followers there. So I'd love to have you all follow us. I think we can get, if we get 100 followers, we can actually have like custom. We can actually put Severed Sons D&D in our link name for YouTube if we get 100 followers. So please do that. We would appreciate it. Follow us on Twitter at Severed Sons D&D. You can find a Severed Sons Rhyme and the Frostmaiden podcast at any podcasting platform. We have a fantastic community. Thank you all so much. Thank you to Wizards of the Coast, Gang at Critical Role, to all our listeners and our fans. Keep on rolling, everyone, and bye.
Bye. We're gonna die next week.